Hi, I'm Ali from Spice and Rice. Welcome to Friday at NeoX. Why is everyone laughing like someone's doing something?
What do I do with my hands? I don't know.
Just really like wavy feeling.
Take a step to the left and right, the left and right. Throw your hands straight up in the sky, like amusement ride.
The track, I think it's fun. It's just really bumpy, which we're not really used to for our setup that we came with. So we changed some stuff, and the second run went really good.
Trying some different tires, and I think my car's a little off. It worked great last week at Silver State, but this track's quite a bit different. So I've been kind of slow the first couple runs. So hopefully this next one, get the car a little bit faster and should be good.
I feel contrasting experiences there for the two favourites.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, Tessman comes back from as defending chip double champion. He's just set the fastest time in practice of today for e-buggy and the nitro class. Thibaut, however, struggling a little bit, I think.
It would seem that way. Now, let's get the track talk out of the way. We spent far too long talking about it yesterday. Are you still happy with it?
Yeah, delighted. I think the option section is working well. Side boops holding up just behind us. And well, yeah, I think it's working really well. A lot of people thinking it's quite racy.
Well, let's find out from the racers themselves. You're a veteran of the Neo. How do you think this track compares to previous tracks?
Yeah, this is definitely the best. They've always been really good tracks.
It's fun to drive with other drivers. It's really good fights on the track and a lot of fun.
The track's fun. It's a little different from the normal kind of Neo stuff, but it's very 3D and sculptured.
Not pushing too hard and keeping tight lines is kind of key, I think, at the moment.
The track's it's a little bit difficult.
Surprisingly, you have to drive it quite slow and steady. Doesn't really suit my driving style, but I'm sure I'll figure it out.
A lot of off camber, you need a lot of steering. A lot. I see other cars also struggling with that.
The front straight is really spongy. If you walk on that, like we walked to go to the Marshall spot, and it's super spongy.
Just really like wavy feeling.
It's some kind of Play-Doh or something like that.
It's kind of magically springy. You know what I mean? I feel that. Try it. It's a bad example here, but there are places where it gives you wings.
Well, that's the idea, we're just aiding damping. It's a suspension aid.
Now, the Neo race is more popular than ever, and it's not just about the usual suspects we see in the main final.
From Kuwait.
I am Turkey.
South Africa.
Nice warm Wales. I'm quite used to this temperature, to be honest.
Best race in the world.
From Greece. We are original from Poland. I come from Italy.
This is the most important indoor race around the world.
The RC world moves very quickly, and it's still relatively early in the season, and there's been some moves, as there usually is. Let's take a look at a couple of people that have got a new car.
Going with the world champion team, really happy. We have a good synergy all together, and I'm looking forward to this race and the next ones.
You've changed from the X-Ray to the HB. What's it like?
It's different for sure because the geometry has a different way of thinking. It's like C-hubs and not pivot balls, but I'm getting used to it, and it's really fun to drive. I think a little bit easier to drive from what I had before, so I can push the car a little bit harder, get more confidence, and I'm really happy right now.
In reality, I really actually left Durango on my own, and then my biggest thing that I wanted was more support at the races and being able to have somebody that could go with me, like a mechanic. And so with Techno, their team manager, Matt Walter, gets to travel with me all over. So I always had that person to help me out, that's consistent person in pit lane. That makes a big difference in nitro racing. New car, so far it's been going great, but every race we go to, when the tracks are different than what we've ran on, we're totally learning how to set it up for that kind of condition. So that part's a challenge, and I feel it keeps us maybe a couple races behind. Like all of practice, maybe we'll be behind where we could have been if we had been here before.
Had a lot of thinking at the end of the year after the Worlds, just kind of I finished school and everything now, so looking in the future, and we had a opportunity with AE that could kind of push it a little further. So we went with it, and I think it was kind of a good thing. So I'm doing more traveling and stuff now, and New car's really good. We've been doing heaps of running from the start of the year back home. Went to the Nationals, did well with it, so it's developing really good, and I think the production should be out soon, and it's going to be pretty much based off what we got now, so a lot more opportunities, so yeah, I'm happy.
Again, varying experiences for those guys with new chassis.
Yeah, Savoia, I think he's had a pretty good day. You know, he comes off the back of TQing last year's event, and I watched a bit of his car, and I think his tyres, he's got them absolutely dialed in. Obviously running the HB car, which seems to be working well. Obviously Tessman's put it on TQ. Lutz, Technicar, he's been doing really well. He's got his teammate Joe Bornhorst here as well, and I'm sure they'll be pushing that car to the limits. And lastly, McBride, watched him in the first round, looked absolutely dialed then. We'll see how it goes as the pace, quickens up, and, the fast guys all group together and bunch up, but all in all, pretty good day for all three, I'd say.
Now, we talked about how popular the event is, and it continues to grow, and people want to race here. People get turned away, it's that popular. What about the electric class? It's kind of an interesting one. It's kind of a love it or hate it, right?
Yeah, it's a bit of exactly. It's a bit Marmite, to be honest. I don't know if I love it or hate it. I think it's an in between. It's good to obviously clear the hall from all the smoke and the stuff, but it's also, there is a market for electric for sure. I mean, we had lots of entries. We had to increase the entry for the class, for 15 more drivers, and there's absolutely a market for it.
Now, as you say, the entry's full. It's not like people don't want to do it, but some people, you might say, are doing it just to get a bit more track time. Do you enjoy the electric in 1/8?
And actually, we have a new electric car we're gonna release here soon. So
you think it's cool, electric 8 scale?
not really.
The electric class?
Yep.
Is that for pride or just to get more experience of the track?
No, it's kind of just, Kyosho makes it, we gotta race it, so.
It's honest. Do you enjoy the electric as much as the nitro?
The stuff just doesn't feel as connected to you as what a temp scale does. So it's a little, I wouldn't say it's my favourite class, but I can see the appeal to certain people.
So yeah, there we are. That's Friday done. Pretty good day. Tessman on top. How would you summarise?
Pretty cold, slightly rainy, typically Neo weather. I can't feel my fingers, and a pretty good day, I'd say. Not too bad. Track is holding up really good, and sold lots of hats, so that's good.
And I love the Michael Jackson gloves. I spotted them on the clip yesterday. They're lovely. We'll see you tomorrow on neobuggy.net.
Thank you.
Bye.